What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and I just got done filming my full review of the Artisan Knives Mini Arion. And I wanted to make another video for you guys, but I don't have a whole lot of knife content right now, specifically for this week. I do have a couple reviews to make, but one is the baby banner, and that is my girlfriend's knife, so I really would like her to come on and to talk for a few minutes about the uses she's found for that and stuff like that, but she's currently in class, so I can't do that right now. I do have one loaner, the American Blade Works Model 1 version 6, which is loaned out to me by John over at Grateful Panic. But I'm going to give myself about another week. I've only had that for about a week or so now. So he said I could keep it as long as I want, but I'm not going to keep it for super long, but I'm at least going to give myself another week or so until I want to film that review. I have the Benchmade bug out, which I know guys, it's been so long. I need to, do that review. And I finally called Benchmade yesterday. I finally got some pot clip screws sent out to me. So hopefully that can be a video I do for you guys next week. I know you guys already know what the bug out is, but that's been like a super long time coming. That should have been like one of the first reviews on my channel, but stupid me, stupid young kids do stupid stuff. So and yeah, I do have one knife coming. If you guys saw yesterday's video or the mini Arion video, I don't know if this will be posted back-to-back days, but I do have a QB Royal coming in, which you guys should see that later this week. But see, as of right now, I don't have a ton to film, but I did want to make another video, and so I decided I want to go over my Olights that I have in my collection. I don't have a whole lot. I only have 4 with me right now. One is at home, or in a different location than me right now. But I've gone over, I've mentioned Olights a lot. I unboxed the new I1 Eos. I1 R2 Eos. I always get that name mixed up. The little keychain light last week in an unboxing. And I just figured, I've had them for long enough. They're kind of a staple in my EDC collection. And I figured, why not at least go over them as sort of an overview in this video. And if you guys want to see some, more individualized reviews, that's something I can always do in the future, depending on if you guys happen to like this video or not. So, I don't like the first one that I bought. I don't have. So I bought. The very first one is an I3T EOS, which is the AA, like the real small skinny one with the cap on top with the AA battery. I bought that probably, I want to say freshman year of college, sophomore year of college, kind of right when I was getting back into knives, EDCing and stuff like that. And they go for like $20 on Amazon. I just bought the normal black one. And that was the first light I bought, and I carried it for a while. And as of right now, it is in I kind of have like an outdoor chest rig that I use, but I'm out riding 4-wheelers, riding the side-by-side, doing different stuff in the woods at home. And I just threw that in there, so I always have some sort of light if I happen to need it. So that's where that lives right now. But then, so that was my first one, and then I bought if you guys saw last week's video, the black I1R2, or that was an I1R EOS. That wasn't the second version. The second version doesn't come apart. The first version does. You can screw it to charge it, but they come apart. I had that on my keys. It was black. I still have it, but it's in a box that I don't feel like getting out right now. So that was my second one, and that's probably been my most used one right now, but I did replace it, which again, I'll show that right now or later in this video. But those have a low mode of, I think it's 30 lumens, and a high mode of 150 lumens or something like that. Super small, super discreet to keep on your keychain. And I rocked those two for a while. And it wasn't until I got this one, which is the S1r Baton 2, in this really nice red with gold accents. I got this for Christmas last year, or no? Was it last year? Or the year before? Now I'm forgetting. I honestly forget when I got this. If this has been 2 years, I think it might have been 2 years ago, 2 Christmases ago. But my girlfriend's parents, basically my in-laws at this point, bought it for me. I believe this was a Black Friday or Cyber Monday exclusive, and I told my girlfriend, I hinted at it a lot to her about me wanting it. So her parents ended up buying for me, which I was super happy about. But the S1r Baton 2 was kind of as a standard in the Olight lineup. Super, super small. I mean, this is my hand. This is my thumb. Look how big it is. It's basically, I'll give you guys a better viewpoint. I mean, it's basically the size of my thumb. So just a real small package. I believe the turbo mode does 1,000 lumens on this. I don't know the exact lumen numbers, but I know there is a low, medium, high, and then a turbo mode, and I think you can also do a moonlight mode, which is like 5 lumens. But you have this clicker right here. These are most Olight lights are magnetic rechargeable, which you plug it into like a standard like USB, like an iPhone block on the wall, and then it has a magnet which you just pop on here, and it's magnetic charging, which is something that I really like that Olight does. That's a super big attraction to me for them. But how you use this is the button right here. You guys can. So that's probably on low, medium, high, and then turbo. You guys probably gonna blind. Sorry if I blinded you guys. But yeah, just a super awesome light. This thing is super pocketable. It is a little bit chunky, but it's just, I mean, it's literally the size of my thumb, and the fact that it packs 1,000 lumens for, I think it's like 90 seconds or something like that, which isn't a lot of time, but when you need a lot of light, the fact that this small light can pack that much, I mean, it's awesome. I've carried this quite a bit. It sees my pocket a lot, especially in the fall and the winter time. In the summertime, I normally carry the i3T just because it's slimmer. But the S1r Baton 2 is just an awesome light, and I'm super glad I have this in the collection. So that's that. And then next up, like I said, I only have 4 Olights here, so there's not going to be a whole lot. But next up is the Olight Warrior Mini. So this is the first version of the Olight Mini, or the Warrior Mini. I know that they had some issues with like the tail switch like going off in the pocket, or the light being on like in your pocket and like burning out and stuff like that. I never had that issue, but again, I know they had a lot of issues with that, and they had to do like product recalls and different things. And I believe they have the Warrior Mini 2 out right now. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know if there's really anything different in that, like with like the light output or anything. But I bought this last fall. I think it's been a year that I've had this. They did a flash sale. Actually, I bought these together. So you got the Desert Tan Warrior Mini, and then I also got the i3T EOS in red and gold, which is an exact match to these, or to my S1r Baton 2. And I thought that was a super cool thing. But these came bundled together. If you guys know Olight, they always do sales pretty frequently. Almost, I want to say almost like once a month and a half, something like that. Usually around like big holidays, they do sales. And another reason why I love Olight is they always come out with new colors. They've been steadily coming out with newer lights as of recently, which is really, really cool. And I really like the company a lot. But something I liked about the Warrior Mini is the normal size Warrior it's a bigger knife. It has a really big head on it. Not really big, but a big enough head on it to where it wouldn't be comfortable to carry like every day. So when they came out with this, I thought that this was perfect because they have the S1r Baton 2. They also have the S1r Baton, or S2r Baton. It's basically a bigger version of this, like this size, with more output, a bigger battery, more lumens and stuff like that. So it's basically the size of that, but the biggest selling point to me was you get this tail switch. You can also use this as a magnetic charger. You just pop it on there. Again, super, super cool. But you get the side switch, which is nice, standard Olight. And then you also get the tail switch. So I won't shine it right at you guys, but There's two settings. I think I forget what the factory one that you get in is. I think it's like low and high. But the way I have it set up is, so if you can push it the whole way down. I don't know if you guys are able to see this or not. You guys can push it the whole way down. I'm kind of like half pushing it right there, or you can push it the whole way down. There's two modes. So if you half push it, you get what is turbo mode. I believe turbo on this is 1500 lumens. And then if you fully push it, I have it set up to strobe, so I think this is a great self-defense light. I think like if I'm out walking somewhere and someone, comes up to me and, starts to get sort of, I don't want to say rambunctious, but gets sort of defensive, on edge, gets kind of aggressive. I can use this. I can pull it out, pull it out of my pocket and just, use this strobe light. I don't want to flash you guys. You guys can see it going off there. Use that to disorient him and either, run away, or if I, am carrying a firearm at that point, which I'm not saying I do, I'm not saying I don't, or a knife, something like whatever I have on me at that point in time, I can, go to my next level of defense. But to me, this is a great sort of prohibitor. It's a great, very it's a good way to disorient. It's a good way to create space between you. And I really like it for that. And overall, it's a great light. I like how, the size of it is. I like the color. Like I said, I think the turbo mode is like 1500 lumens, which is plenty for an everyday carry light. Trying to think what else. Yeah, but the biggest thing for me when I bought this is I just really liked that they included a tail switch on a pocketable flashlight. Because to me, if you have to do like a quick search, or again, you can bust out that strobe right away and use that as a non-lethal sort of way of defending yourself. And I just think that is super, super cool. So that is the Warrior Mini. And like I said, it did come with this red i3 Eos with the gold accents. This is what my black one looks like. I wanted to show this one to you earlier, but I figured I'd wait because I wanted to go in like chronological order of what I got. But it's, you guys can see it's super small, super thin. This is, wait, did I say a AA earlier? I'm in a AAA, I'm sorry. I'll pop it out. Sorry. I'm in a AAA battery. I misspoke on that. They have the i5 Eos, which has a AAA battery, which I have not purchased yet. I've wanted to in the past, but I just haven't gotten around to it, just because it's kind of chunky, and I feel like if I'm going to carry a chunkier thing, I'm just going to carry this, or, at that point this. So, but I believe, you have high or you have low. Sorry, that's high. So again, you have a tail switch. You can either fully push down on it to engage low mode, which is I think 30 lumens, and if you push again, it turns off. You push again, and it busts out to, I believe it's 180 lumens, I want to say. But you can also half press it, so if you turn it on, you can well, you could before, maybe you're not. Maybe I'm mistaken. There, I guess if you don't want to push it the whole way down, you can just kind of half push it. You switch through that type of the two settings. I just normally push it on. But to me, these are a good size. It's just kind of a pen light. I really like that they include the reversible pocket clip on here, or the two-way pocket clips you can put in your pocket. And if you have a hat, you can also slide that onto your bill of your hat if you have to use, go hands-free. All Olights have that. To me, this would be, actually, I don't even know how you would use it for this, because if you put this on your hat this way, you would be shining the light on yourself. So, but I guess you could put it under this way. Just interesting. I guess you could, both ways for both knives or all knives. So, again, that is the i3 Eos. Super, super cool. And then finally, my most recent purchase, you guys saw last week, is the R2 Eos. Again, I always get those confused. I honestly get confused with a lot of their models. It's just, it all runs together. But I think that these are, phenomenal flashlights. You get like 150 lumens. You just turn it on. There's like 30, I think, again, and then 150. in the size of literal, like a, I mean, I'm sure people have taken pills bigger than this. Probably exaggerating there, but I mean, literally, it just blends into your keys. Super small. And like I said earlier, the first model that I had came apart the whole way, and you had two separate pieces. With this, it just has like a spring, and then you just pop in a micro USB there to recharge. So I got the orange on this one. I would have liked to have gotten the tan, but you know, I'm glad I didn't get the black one again just because I wanted to change it up. So orange is better, and it's always gonna, you know, stand out on my keys, so it'll be easier to find. But yeah, guys, that's just kind of an overview of my Olights. You know, again, I know I don't remember the names off the top of my head sometimes, but I promise I do use these lights, and I do understand them. I'm not just rambling, shoving bullshit up your guys' butts, but so here you have the S1r Baton 2. See, I can't remember the names, guys. It all runs together in red and gold. You have the matching i3 Eos in red and gold. You have a Desert Tan Warrior Mini. And then you have the orange R2 Eos. Let's see if I did it right. R2 Eos. Let's go, guys. So yeah, that's my Olight collection. I would really like to get, like, especially when my girlfriend and I move into our own house in the future and stuff like that, I would like to get a couple more. Because again, I just think everyone should have good flashlights. Like, I think we're gonna buy. I was talking to my dad, and I gifted him, or my sister, my mom, and I was part of a Christmas present. I think two Christmases ago. We got him the Baton Pro, which is the same size as this, but in the Baton series. And I think that tops out at like 2,000 lumens as a gift for him, just because I think everyone, again, should have a good flashlight, should have a reliable flashlight. And, you know, he uses that knife pretty much every day. My family uses that knife because we keep it to where if we take our dog out at night, we always take our flashlight with us, and it sits right on the counter right as you're walking out the door. But so we really like it. My family really likes it. And as of recently, I was talking to my dad, and my grandpa doesn't have, I mean, he has a lot of like old, chintzy, not very bright flashlights, kind of just like those plastic ones that have like a couple D batteries in it or C batteries in it. And they're just not very nice. So I was like, hey, Dad, you know, I'm kind of into flashlights. You guys really like the flashlight that we got. So why not get him a flashlight? So I think that's what we're going to do for him. I don't know what model we're going to get yet, but again, I would like to get a bigger model to keep in our house or our apartment or whatever, where my girlfriend and I are, where we'll be living in the future. I don't know, but I would, you know, like to get at least a bigger size one. They have a ton of models out, and I think the best time to get one is on one of their flash sales, because they have good prices. Like, I got the Warrior Mini and the i3T combined for like $52. Like, to me, that was an extraordinarily awesome deal. $52 for two really, really good flashlights. So they always have good deals. They always have good pricings on their lights and stuff like that. So I fully plan on getting more in the future. But to me, as of right now, knives take a little bit more priority, or actually a lot more priority, because they're just more interesting to me, and I just, you know, like spending money on more knives, or on them more than lights. So, but again, I just wanted to kind of go over my small collection to you guys. I didn't think this would turn out to be almost a 20-minute video, so I apologize. I thank you guys if you guys are still watching to this end, or to this point. But yeah, so leave a comment down below. As always, I love talking to you guys. You know, what brands do you use? Do you use Olight? Do you use Streamlight? Do you use, I think Fenix is a brand. Ray, I think, is a brand. I know Kevin uses like a Pineapple Mini. Whatever you guys use, comment down below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And thank you again so much for stopping back in. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.